What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blueprints. We're starting with 9 keys because of our crazy last episode, which ended up going very long. But thankfully, we had 2 decent runs. This run allowed us to kind of set the foundation for what would then become this run. We unlocked the freezer, got the idea of what our admin passwords were. And then we had this really amazing run where we drafted both the tomb and got our torch, and we're able to unlock a bunch of things because of that. First of which was some of the stuff in the tomb, as well as a secret shortcut from the front of the house into the tomb area, and then just found up a bunch of stray, really random things. As well as got the diary key for her ladyship's chambers. So that's going to be the goal today, is going to be trying to draft that room just in general. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at one quick thing outside, which I think will allow us to maybe try something else. We have another admin password that I might be able to test out here. It's our security officer. Admin not found, huh? Okay. It was an attempt. Okay. So yeah, the diary key, and I need code check still in order to be able to do that. But I feel more confident that I can do code check. Code check is our bread and butter for these runs now. We need code check to happen in order to just achieve most of our stuff that we're trying to achieve now, because we're holding an item over. We've since lost our items for trade, huh? We've lost our torch in the process, which is perfectly fine. Oh, and watering can. We haven't had watering can in a minute. Watering can, we realize now, has the ability to refill. So if we have any room with water, we can refill the watering can and just keep getting gems, which would be great. All right, so her ladyship's diary, that is our key goal today, and if we can figure out some other stuff in the meantime, great, we love that. Let's go with a straightaway here, see if we could get it right away. Yep, let's do that, and then let's go this way. Servants' quarters, 1 key for each bedroom in your house. I think we'll hold off on that for now. Parlor isn't bad though. Let's go there. Okay. Let's see. So, gems are in the blue box. Only one statement is true. The gems are in the only true box. Okay, so these are at odds. So, if only one statement is true, and that is true, these two are false. That the gems are not in the blue box. The gems are in the false. Oh, that puts me in a weird spot because I don't know. If this is the true one, that the gems are in the only true box, that would mean the gems are right here. This would be lying. That only one statement true, that means this is true. Yeah, that works out. I feel like that's probably it. Oh, shit. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Workshop is fine. Hammer. Maybe we could bust some stuff down with the hammer on this one. That would be nice. Spare bedroom, hallway, storeroom. Okay, so we have a ton of resources now. Let's make our way up here. And then let's try to attempt to get our ladyship's chamber. So let's go with... Let's go with chapel is fine. Hallway. Now, I'm not going to immediately do this route yet. I'm actually going to hold off on this. Oh, I shouldn't have stepped out. That's okay. Let's go spare bedroom. There we go. I was looking for that. Okay, so dice. So that way we could re-roll for the bedroom. Hallway's good. That's fine. And then I don't want to access that door. Because, again, I want to give myself as many opportunities as I can to get the Her Ladyship's chamber. I wonder, do I just try this now? Redraw. It's rare, so it's going to be tough to get. Let's redraw. Yes! Okay. So we have it. Now we just have to get the diary key. I have your number, game. Okay, let's see if because code check appears on the first floor frequently, so I wonder if I can get it here. Freezer. Let's go with pantry. And let's just keep going on this run. Let's try to make it go as long as we can, so that way we could potentially draft code check. So hallway, unfortunately, is our only way forward, though. We've shafted ourselves a little bit in that regard, but that's okay. Garage. Hallway. Great. Commissary. Den. Sure. Options. Options is the name of the game. Utility closet. Hallway. Sure. Coins everywhere. Chamber of Mirrors. Let's go. Chamber of Mirrors is still like a what the fuck room for me. Let's go with bedroom. We don't have that set up for it right now, and I don't want to waste my time with that. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a draft room, gain 10 steps. Let's not do that one just yet. Again, we're looking for coat check here, so we're fishing for it. Dining room isn't bad. That went away. Oh, car keys. Okay. Not much use for that right this moment, but we may use it. Let's see. Dormitory hallway. Guest bedroom. No, hallway has to happen. Walk-in closet. Guest bedroom. Let's just keep going with this route here. As far as it'll take me. Okay, gymnasium, not amazing, but that's okay. Break room. How many keys would I get out of that? Let's just do this, not enter that room so I don't lose another 2 steps in gymnasium. Okay. We're going to keep on going. We now have an equal house at least. Kennel. Okay, we get more steps. That's good. We have no green rooms. Let's go with guest bedroom now. We need those 10 steps. Get a key out of it too, which is good. All right, I'm really hoping we can land code check here because that would be a travesty if we didn't. Rotunda. Yeah, you know what? Rotunda's not a bad option even. I like the rotunda. What a cool room. Kitchen. Hallway is great now. Yeah, that opens us up a lot. Let's hold off on anything else for now. A lot of keys, not a lot of gems, but I don't need the gems. Launder currency. Do I just transform my money into gems? Can I do that? I think I can, right? Maybe I do utility closet for now. It's not the dead end I want, but we'll deal with it. Hallway closet. Again, I think that considering what we have to do here, I just want code check. Vestibule. Shit. Maybe hallway closet here isn't a bad idea. No, I'm still not gonna. I don't wanna bite. I know it's tempting for other stuff, but I think just the more opportunities we give ourselves doorway wise, the better chance I have. That's not fucking happening with the archives. I guess we have to use lavatory. Let's get that out of the pool. Come on, game. Maybe I could get ivory dice. Can I buy those at the store? I could buy gems. That's not bad. Music room. Let's go with a green room. Aquarium, courtyard. Courtyard's good here. That's fine. Nice. Oh, right, and I have the padlock. Oh, there it is. The dice. Okay. So... there it is. Fucking hell. Finally. I want to use the conservatory, actually, but code check is what we're setting out to do here. So, let's just do that. Let's grab the diary key. Retrieve item, diary key. Do I want to check anything? No, not yet. Maybe we come back. Let's see if I can go straight through. Attic. Attic is kind of crazy right now, but because there's not really much I could do with this. So let's just keep barreling through. Let's just try to make a straight path through all this. The rumpus room. Boiler room is kind of fun. Let's see what happens if I do that. All I need is one more that just goes straight forward. Oh, this did open. Okay, whoops. Office showroom. Dormitory. Oh, of course it didn't. Okay. Oh, I could redraw. Let's see. And West Wing Hall. Okay, great. We have done it. Maybe we draft this guy. Kitchen boudoir. Give me the gems. Okay, excellent. All right. Finally, after all this time, we can now open Her Ladyship's diary. Okay. Game, what do you got for me? Oh, right, and there's a... gain an additional effect on each constellation observed in the observatory. Okay. Opened up. Her Ladyship's sleep diary. Oh, and I have the magnifying glass. That was a good move. I didn't even think about that. How many? Oh. Hold on. Okay, I jumped ahead a little bit, but okay, here we go. Dear Diary, after countless... let me just do this real quick. That's suspicious to me. Hold on. What is that? That's looks like the antechamber. It's the antechamber, but it's the shed outside. What? What does that mean? If the antechamber is the shed outside, what the fuck does that mean? You can't draft the you can't even draft the antechamber. Okay, hold on. After countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition and perhaps with luck, find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions I sleep here. Oh, okay. My room, sleep duration, 2.5 hours. Quality, peaceful despite brevity. Observable efforts. I awoke to the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Oh. Dearest diary, last night I retired to the guest room, and I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space, normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found, despite having a choice between 2 beds, that neither proved to be very comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve, at the very least, as much comfort in their stay as we have. Sleep duration 4 hours, quality very fragmented, observable effects nothing special. Bunk room. My dear diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. My late husband, yeah. The room was just as I had imagined it from the stories he told me of growing up with an elder brother, Herbert. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it. To avoid any accidents, I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. Sleep duration twice the usual. Quality 2 times as restless. Observable effects. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Sleep duration, perhaps 1 hour. Quality, terrible. Effects, about half the steps the following day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. My dear diary, I am here to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold and every piece of furniture so large it seems almost comical. But as I lay down on the enormous bed, I was surprised to find I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. 8 whole hours, the best in many months. Observable effects. I awoke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than normal. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son, and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I'm certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. And then we have this. trying to figure out like what could that mean? What do I have the ability to do inside the tool shed, or not the tool shed room, but the outside room there, that would even make sense to do? It would also not as revealing as I would have thought. Hmm. Um. I'm gonna check something. Give me one moment. I want to go back to one of the books. Which book had it? It was the book with all of the shrine blessings. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds on the following day. Which means if I had that active and I got to the antechamber, I could draft the antechamber in the outer room? That's so weird. Would that open a different room? Because then you'd be open, because room 46 is at the front of the building. So you would be saying that the antechamber would be put in the outer room. Is there another room behind where the outer room is? Therefore, it would be opening up different rooms. Therefore, even more further than that, we'd want to open up all the doors so that way we'd be able to get in there. That's fucking weird. Is that actually a thing? If that's a thing, that would be nuts. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the to-do list, though. And actually, we have to go back to our to-do list a little bit because there's stuff we could cross off. We've done a lot in the last episode or two. So, we've done Her Ladyship's Diary. We... need to do Blessing of the Monk plus Antechamber. What a weird combo, but yeah, I mean, it's possible. What else do we have to do? We have to check all admin passwords. And then is there anything else that we... Oh, casino has a broken lever. I wrote that note in the last one and I have to follow up on that. Laundry room plus locker room. Yeah, I think I'm due for like an updated to-do list. I might even do that on. So I'm on a clean page now. Updated to-do list. Let's do it because we're sitting here. We might as well talk about it. So updated to-do list, and I'm gonna start with what I just wrote down. So this is Blessing of the Monk plus antechamber plus outer room. Okay. Broken lever plus casino. And then see all unseen rooms. Enter the ruins in the reservoir. Use all admin keys, specifically the archives admin key. Laundry room plus locker room, because that'll allow us to open up every single one. We need the vault keys. We need the clock tower key. We need to do all 8 sigils. What else do we owe? Looking back through our notes here. Well, we need to find the last red letter somewhere in the house. All right, going back to our to-do list. We need to, so we have to open up the vault. We have to do the draft 20 dead ends in 1 day. All of the trophy stuff, which is easy because it's it's easy to, that's all already listed in the game. 2 microchips. We have to buy 1 more book. Buy all books and read them. A new clue. We have to figure that out. Final exam. We still got to do that. Yeah, and I feel like that's pretty good. That's pretty much a lot of the stuff that we got to do. That's like on the... and learn Arajan, because that was our big dead point in our playthrough, in our final exam. All right, we are 30 minutes in to this run, and I feel like we've kind of seen what we can. Am I crazy about that? I feel like I can't really do much with this run. This run was entirely to get Her Ladyship's chamber. I feel like any of my goals here, I don't really have the ability to execute on. I think it's this, because this is such a specific thing, right? Maybe we just try to get the antechamber. Maybe we try to do that. Get in the antechamber, but get the blessing of the monk before we do that. There's some rooms I haven't also seen in a very long time. Like, for some reason, I feel like I haven't seen the library in ages. How do I get to... Oh, I got to go all the way around. So I got to go back. I want to get to end the day in the break room. So let's go back up. Chapel's just collecting from me today. Foundation? No. Hallway to den. Up and around. Okay. Actually, there is a weird strategy of just kind of depositing any coins you have at the end of your day to the chapel. Right? Because that's actually your bank. Now that we know that, there actually is a way to bank all your coins between days, but you just have to... you have as many as you have steps by half, because obviously you have to step in and out of the room to make that work. But that is a valid thing. You could kind of game the system that way. Did I even do this? I didn't even do this puzzle. Well, let's do it because we need to keep going. So here we go. So 4, a third of 4, which is 1 and change, to the nearest tenths place is 0. Oh, no, that's just one line. I'm sorry. So the nearest ones place, so it's 1. Cool. 18 to the nearest tenths place is 20. 20 times 10 is 200, minus 18 to the nearest hundredths place is 200, divided by 20 is 10. Cool. 11 times 6 is 66, minus 20 is 46. If we're saying to the nearest tens place, maybe that's 50, divided by 5 is 10. Awesome. I think we fully got it, which is really good. I'm going to call it a day, and then we're going to continue with this episode. We're going to see what else we can explore about this this weird world we got going on here. Baronial Manor of Tomorrow. What makes it baronial? Is it the chamber? I would love to get... What other rooms have we not seen? Is it just that... Not veranda. Is it the veranda? No. What is that room we haven't seen? That hallway we haven't seen in a minute. Or we haven't seen it all. Like, we haven't walked into it. The one with 3 rooms that open up in one door that closes automatically. All of these rooms we've seen. Bedrooms we've seen. Green rooms. Yes, yes, yes. Vestibule, right. We haven't seen the vestibule. And then we still owe 3 other rooms, period. So this should say 96. Or, sorry, yeah, 106 out of 110. I thought there were 100 total rooms. They're not. We have 3 more dark puzzles to get. No realm sigils we've done yet, but that's okay. What did we want to do? Let's check. Oh, we want to do shrine for sure. That's where we're going. Yeah, this is definitely the it's definitely what they're referring to. And look, we can't see the back of this. So there's a world where there is something tucked back here, which is a little crazy. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Shrine. Okay. Shelter. Let's do shrine, because we need to figure this out. Make an offering of money that may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. How much do I give? Do I give all my money? That would be funny if if that worked. But I don't want to do that either. Maybe we give like half. What is... Oh, I don't have half of 39. Maybe a third. Sure. Oh! Yes. I feel like the game is helping us here. I feel like that's... The game knows what we want to do now. All right, so it's been a minute, but I think we're going to actually try to achieve the... Let's try to actually achieve the antechamber. I think we can do it. I don't think that that's too hard. Especially considering all the benefits we now reap with our wonderful upgrades, etc. Let's go with corridor here. Okay, so we're actually playing the game now. This is great. Security is perfect. We're going to start here, actually, because we can upgrade See inventory. Security, see key systems. So this will not be the thing that stops us. Because we have a key card. Yes. Okay, so. Laundry room, storeroom. Okay. Onward. Let's keep going. So we're going to have to hit a lever at some point. Commissary? Let's do dark room just in case. But I feel like that's not super necessary. Let's try to do this puzzle. Okay. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. Doesn't this say the same thing? So these two say exactly the same thing. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. So if these are both saying the same thing, the gems are not in a box with a true statement. If these two are true, this could be false. Statement on... So that would be lying that the statement on the blue box is as true as the statement. And I think it has to be. Because if these two are then lying, that the gems are in a box with a true statement... If these two are lying, that they are in a box with a true statement, they would be here. If these were telling the truth... then they'd be here anyway. Nice. There's our triple threat. Okay, here we go. Boiler room, hallway, spare bedroom. Boiler room is just so interesting now coming so early, but yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we can get out of it. Hallway, chapel. Not much is the answer to that question. Bedroom, sure. Nothing in the bedroom, we just keep going on. Spare bedroom, nook. Secret passage. That could be helpful if we can draft either of our wonderful green rooms. Come on, greenhouse. Courtyard isn't bad. Metal detector. Walk-in closet, not a bad way to cap this off. Okay, telescope. So maybe we want to draft observatory at some point. Okay. So we can come up here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go all the way back down and fill out the rest of our floor plans. Because we keep getting steps, which will be great. Okay, so where do I have... So foundation is where I have play. And darkroom, actually, but let's do this first. Because I can't draft out of darkroom easily. Gallery. Great Hall is good. Oh, it's really good, actually. Because I have metal detector, don't I? Isn't there an item next to the lever? No. Okay, so it doesn't go off. If I had Drafting Studio, I'd be able to tell which room it is. So I have the ability to get a lever. It would be on the left. It would be on the right side, though, which isn't the most convenient, for especially how I have this the world set up right now. But that is okay. So more keys, and I can maybe make our way through that. Speaking of more keys, that's the way to do it. That's the way, I like it. Okay. Garage, that's definitely also more keys. Okay. I almost feel like that's probably fine. Then we just guarantee we can get through there. Right? Yeah. And now we just all systems go on trying to actually get through. Okay. Let's do that. So let's just try not to use as many keys. Oh, actually, I only need 6 keys. Because one of the doors is sealed off based on where I placed the Great Hall. So that's a key I can use. Pool. This is a little risky, but I'm going to do it because there's very likely at least one key in here between these two. Uh-oh. All right, before we do some more stupid shit. That's fine. Lab, hallway closet. I guess we gonna have to do lab. Let's do lab and then head back. Locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. Okay, so we're chilling. Kind of. But I don't really actually want to do that. I want to do hallway. Just a key. Okay. So let's do log into network. So there's a couple things I can get done here. It's the email. Yep. Chef de camp. Freezer access. Randolph, as I know you've been conducting temperature-related experiments this past week, I've tried my best to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal working hours. However, on Friday I was making my famous black truffle pizza and had to visit the freezer for a few ingredients. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Chef de camp. Mailbox. Chef, please don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing aren't very sensitive, and they're already accounting for normal variations due to expected use and staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of furnace in close proximity. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away, as the temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on temperature in the house, and even more so in rooms in close proximity to it. Okay. Precautions. Baron Sinclair, as we've discussed in our meeting earlier this week, we will be sealing off the... So actually, I have some admin passwords I may want to try. Maybe try... SINCB? We will be sealing off the entrance to the Blackbridge server this week, as well as archiving all of our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure how tech-savvy we expect Redguard to be, but there's more than enough data on our servers that these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures we should be considering given the likelihood of an investigation next month. And we saw a little bit about that. Chef de camp. So, and then also DECAC. DECAC. And then from Sinclair. Lock it down. Lock it all down. Ooh. Okay. Log out, and then we want to do an experiment. When whenever you draft 2 or more gems, drafting a room. Or immediately. Let's do just immediately. That's fine. Okay, let's go down. Pump room. Maybe we can buy gems back now. That would be nice. No. Sledgehammer, though. And shovel. And compass. I'll take all of those. What's beeping at me? Aha, okay. Right. Let's go. This is a weird setup, actually. Let's try to get back to Great Hall. Nice. Because with Great Hall is, we have the keys for Great Hall. We'll be okay. We want to go to Parlor, up to Entrance Hall. Okay, so okay, this is our exit, which is nice. Locker room. Damn it. We need more gems. Let's try this one. There it is. Okay. Down it comes. Alright, all we need to do is end the day here. Okay, we have a gem. That's nice. Okay, so we lucked out on that. So now let's go up, and all we need to do is draft 3 rooms straight up, basically. Let's go through here. And then we'll see if this crazy theory is actually worth something. A brick. A can. Haven't seen mailroom in a little bit. There's a lot of rooms we just have not seen. Okay. Let's develop a little bit. Let's see what else we can do. There's our mailroom. That's actually it's a little tough, but yeah, let's do mailroom, because we have some stuff that we can reveal here. Okay. So more letters. We do that one. This is our new one. Simon, let me know if I'm writing to you too much. I've never been good at gauging where the line of impropriety is, and for all I know, maybe the help I'm offering you with these letters is unwanted. Maybe you're perfectly fine without my help. It's been a bit of a moral quandary for me, and as I've written these, and I'm fairly certain your uncle didn't want us to assist you on your quest. Still, if it was that important, I'd have to believe he'd have the foresight to specifically instruct us not to interfere. Nothing ever deterred him from that level of supervision in the past. After working alongside him for a decade, I'd like to at least imagine that we were friends and that I knew him well. In conclusion, I think he would have found the level of help that I've offered it well within the acceptable range. I haven't spoken too much about him since his departure, and I know you didn't know him that well, but as soon as you're ready, I'm going to have plenty of stories to tell. He was a fearless businessman with a great respect for invention. Of all the laboratories I've worked in, I can tell you Mount Holly was a gem, and I'm hoping that we continue that work once you've taken up the reins. But I won't get ahead of myself. You still have to find the 46th room. No, I don't. I found it. Do they all not know? I guess they don't know. Okay, well, that's a nice little letter. Let's go up. a hallway. Okay, that's one lock. Workshop isn't bad. Okay. Broken lever. Okay, all I need is one room to turn left. There it is. Bum. Got it. Okay, now I will call it a day in that room, but first, let's see what else we can do. And I have definitely been in this room. Anything new to be discovered from this? I don't believe so. Even though it looks like there should be something on the other side of this wall, given the nature of all these other rooms that are shorter than the regular room. I feel like we should just kind of call it and see if this works. Okay, so we're here. We're in the antechamber. Blessing of the Monk says, if you call it a day in a room in your house, you have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. From the grounds the following day. Okay. So here we go. We're calling it a day from the antechamber. Clockwork Manor of Tomorrow. Okay, and I'm going to roll right into another one. This might be the first episode I've done with 3 runs in it, but this is a weird one to leave off on. 69. Now I'm just worried I'm going to get like a weird requirement for this, but sleeping mask and a brass compass. Okay, fair enough. Okay. And obviously, I can pull... Well, we'll see what happens when I do this. Alright, I'm weirdly nervous. This is the first time in the game I've been nervous in a long time. I don't know if this works. I can't believe that. What the fuck is that? Okay, well, we have to obviously draft it. And now what? Okay, the same thing happens. So now, what do? We go to the foundation, right? We try to open that up. Yeah. Let's get to the foundation. We open that up, and then we try to pull all the levers that we can. Let's just see where these doors go, if they go anywhere. Whoa, this is weird. Den, for sure. What a strange concept. Okay, so let's go through all this. This should be relatively speedy. I guess we'll find out immediately once we pull this, because it has that cutscene, doesn't it? And now there are 2 antechambers also. Now that I'm thinking about it. There's 2. There's one here and there's one here. Does it open up both? It's got to, right? If it's an antechamber, it's got to open it up. So we no longer have to do all this shit. We saved ourselves on this. So we can come from here. Which is so nice. Okay. Now, the world must find out what this does. Funny, it doesn't actually distinguish. I'm also here. I wonder... I forget which... Are these all... So, we know, I think, the answer to this one. So this is... It's this, right? And then... What is that? That's the outside ring, right? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Okay. We got to bring it back to the building-looking one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's the right... This and this are correct. Now it's just the outside piece. So hold on, let's go back to the sigil breakdown. So there's 4 things. The core, which is the name of the place, which is what we got. The dividing lines, which are transportation. The moats, it's metropolitan, and the borders, the national color are. Oh shit, what am I doing wrong? What is this doing? So that's the inner side. So that's not, that shouldn't change. We have that right. Okay. This is changing the lines on the inside. Which we know has to be that. This next layer is this, which is changing the outside. And this does what? It changes the full... What does this do? Oh, I see. It's like... It's rotating it. Isn't it this? I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess. I'm close to this, though. I feel really close. I just don't know what this outside ring is supposed to be, but it's good to know that I can be close to that. All right. We have an antechamber in the fucking outer room. That's the more pressing thing. Let's see if that reveals anything more interesting to us. And then we would want to... Where else could we go? We would want Secret Garden... And we would want the Great Hall again, really, right? If this works, by the same token, we'd want to open up those rooms as well. As well as the Mechanarium, technically, right? Weight room. What was that other one? I forget what else it said. Technically, we could go up here, can't we? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we didn't even have to go in the house. I keep forgetting everything has an access point now to the outside. We don't need anything from the inside to be able to access anything here. We are running out of... We're running lower on steps just because of all of this, though. So we'll just be careful. 52. Oh my goodness. What is that? Steady is the scepter. Deadly is the stone. Heavy is the crown. Ready is the throne. Whoa, what the fuck? Steady is the scepter. Deadly is the stone. Heavy is the crown. Ready is the throne. Okay, I definitely need to open up the other sides. I feel like this is a 3-part puzzle. Okay, let's do it. Let's try to get Great Hall and enough keys to be able to bust that open. And then what's the other one? It's Secret Garden? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we'll try. Music Room might help us do that. So the name of the game here is going to be Steps for sure. Steps and keys. All right, let's just get as much resources as I can. Bedroom is fine. And you know what? Actually, that's fine. Because I already have that side path with the den unlocked, so we can do that. Whoa, what a weird place to be here in this run. Okay. Spare bedroom chapel. Going this way. Security. Yeah, let's do security. I want to maximize. This is a similar thing as what we had before, where we want to maximize the number of options we have for rooms. Running shoes, not a bad option. Key, dice, gem. Okay. Observatory hallway. Let's go up. Kitchen, pantry, parlor. Let's hold off on that for now. It'd be nice if something connected all three of these. In wrong way, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back to the parlor. Let's solve that puzzle now that that room is blocked in. Okay, we got... The gems are in the only box with a false statement. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. So these are at odds. So if this is true, the gems are in there. One of the other... That would also be true. And that would be lying. If this is true, that the gems are in the only box with the false statement, that might also be true. And that's false. And that would mean the gems are also still in here. And then if this is true, well, it's true either way. There we go. Cool. Okay, so let's head back to the den. Great Hall. We're going Great Hall or Secret Garden. God forbid either one gets pulled. Okay, hallway's great. Let's do that. Solarium. Guest bedroom's actually a great pull here because it allows us to get a couple more steps. And it's a bedroom, so sleep mask works for us. Sure. If we're gonna do hallway, we're gonna do hallway. All these runs are becoming hallway worlds. That's fine. Okay. Door's locked. That's fine. Classroom, kitchen. Let's redraw. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Give me something. Courtyard. Weight room. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with courtyard. We have a metal detector, which is nice. That'll help us a little bit. Classroom pool. Using our gems, but using them effectively, in my opinion. Okay. All we're trying to do is see is there anything else in that room outside. That's the only goal, really. Okay, this will take us to the complete opposite end of the world here, if we can. We cannot. Is it useful to do garage? Kind of it is. But unfortunately it closes us off a lot. And now we have worse ones. Maybe just go with commissary just in case. It's always good to just get the magnifying glass, I feel like. Let's do that. Locker room. Not bad. Just the one time I don't have the key card, of course. Drawing room. Let's grab this. Out of keys. Great Hall. Just as we're out of keys. That's fine. I'm down to live with that because we can get keys. Closed exhibit. Yes. Let's do this. For one reason and one reason only, I can do this. And I have a feeling... Oh, you bastards. Oh, well, I've spread keys around the estate, so now I just have to find them. Which is annoying, but I'll do it. Oh, and there's a key card. Duh. Okay, so let me quickly go back through the estate really quick. See if there's anything I'm missing. And of course there is. Ooh, it's still locked even though... Okay, so... I don't know where the key would be if it was in this room. I'm gonna say no. A hard no. Okay. Back through Nook. Our metal detector is gonna help us out a lot here. What the hell? Is it going off for here? Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, so that's at least one key. Let's go this way. There's a key here. Trying to see if I see any. I don't see one there. Okay, we might as well use this route to go up. Another key. Okay, great. Okay. Steps are getting a little low, but we'll make it. I almost wonder, should we try observatory? Because that might give us stuff that we need. Let's see. Let's see. What does it allow us to do? Dead end rooms are more common today. Thank you for that. Laundry room. That's actually great. Okay. So what that allows us to do, swap money and keys. Gives us all the keys. Any key we could ever want. Okay. Let's go. We need to go back to the Great Hall. Badly. And I think we might have fucked ourselves. So let's try. So really carefully. We got to get out of here. Okay, up we go. I'm hoping the sneakers kind of save me a little bit here. Okay. Come on, lever. There it is. Okay. Lever in. Alright, that's one of them. Another key. Okay. One key for each bedroom in your house. Pantry is a better option. Again, I don't know if I really want to do any of this. Gems we'll take. Sure. We're looking for our exit out of this room. Which would be that. Okay. Casino coat check. I have sleeping mask, right? Yes. Okay, so this is perfect. Okay, cool. So I've regained a little bit of steppage, which is good. I don't have broken lever, right? I didn't make that bad choice because I would have otherwise done broken lever in casino. What else am I missing? Oh, okay, there you go. Cool. Okay, so locker room has a door. Pantry has a door. I'm going to get a couple more steps with pantry. Dovecoat. Yeah, Dovecoat. Let's try it. No reason not to. More keys. Attic. Yeah. I've made it so that that room is the best possible room. One. Does this count as one item, or everything in it counts as one item? Or it's just a really good item. That's funny. We got lockpick kit too. Two. Sledgehammer. Ooh, and the treasure map, which I don't... Oh, it's this room. That's kind of wild. Yeah, now we need a shovel. Do I have a I do have commissary. Did I get... Is there a shovel in there? I don't even really know if that's necessary. Again, I want to try to get back to outside. So I would need... Right now, if I left, 1, 2... Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have a couple steps to work with, but not many. I don't think I'm getting Secret Garden at this point, which is fine. All right, let's just call it with the furnace. So, I have 17 keys. That's a lot. But do I have anything to do with... Let's open it all up. There's no reason not to. 1, 2, 3... I finally have all the keys I could possibly want. One of these has a vault key. We know that for sure. Ooh. Where is the rumors of the room 46? The rumor of room 46. Where is room 46? Connection. Theorized locations. North of the antechamber. Below the foundation. Full house of... Room 45 rooms and I don't know what that... Bank rooms? What does that say? Secret door and tomb. Doesn't exist. Grotto. Red herring. Some of these lockers are bound to also have keys. Oh, broken lever. Now I get it. Apple. So is it random when I get the vault key? Like which of these has the vault key? Or did I already do it? I can't even tell. Key card. Don't I already have a key card? Oh, there's more doors than even I have keys for, or still. Apple. Yeah, we've seen that. Oh, I just did it. I can't believe that. I have just enough keys. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. I feel like we've seen that, but I also that's more important now. All right, have we cleared it out? I think we fully cleared it out. So let me just make sure. there's still something it says we could pick up. What am I looking for? When does it start going crazy? It's not going fast. It's not going. Oh, here. It's just talking about the money. Okay. And all right. So let's go at least. Do I have any other openings? I don't think I have any other even openings in the house. So I have to just accept this as it comes. And hope that something comes out of this. Let's go down from here. Nook. To the den, to the entrance hall. Okay. All right, let's see if this does anything. No. Okay, so that's good. Well, I haven't technically tested the left side. It could, but I feel more confident that this is what we have to do. So steady is the scepter. Deadly is the stone. Heavy is the crown. Ready is the throne. Steady is the scepter. Laundry room plus locker room can come off my to-do list. Hidden note in antechamber plus outer room. What are we on? Day 69, right? So day 69. Steady is the scepter. Deadly is the stone. Heavy is the crown. Ready is the throne. And obviously that's the cast from the Blackbridge story. Yeah, I'm unsure. I'm unsure what that means. Does this call itself something different? No, it doesn't. All right. I think that has to be it, considering where I'm at. Oh, you know what? I can actually call it a day in this outer room, right? And try to do it again. Is there another room I'd rather do that for, though? Is there another room that I'd rather have tomorrow? No, not really. That's funny. I could actually do it again. I chain it. Let's do that. Let's just call it a day here. And then I can have this as an option just in case, so we can try to do it the next time. The temporal manor. Wow. Okay. Been a couple of like really long but interesting episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Please give these videos a like and subscribe. Guys, I don't take it for granted. This series is a very long series. I don't even know where we are literally in actual reality time at this point anymore, because we're so far ahead of where I thought we would be playing this game for, but it's so much fun, and I hope you're continuing to love and watch this playthrough and love all these new discoveries every single time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.